Hello friends, welcome to another important topic titled Service Failure and Service Recovery. Before we explore the topic, let's have a quick recall.
How to lay a tablecloth. Fold cloth into half. Fold cloth into another half. Keep folded cloth at the edge of the table. Clasp the edges of the top closed layer between your thumb and index fingers. Lift the edges of the second open layer. Lift the edges of the last open layer. Cast the last layer at the far end of the table. Release both your index fingers. Slowly pull the second layer towards you. Smoothen out the cloth with your palms. In this topic, you will learn service failure, service recovery.
So let's begin with service failure. Service failure is the inability to meet the customer's expectations.
As you will be working in the hospitality industry, chances are that you will hear guests come up with pretty interesting things. You have to keep in mind that people will shout when they believe that they are not getting what they deserve. In a fit of anger, your guests may use harsh words and make unique requests to suit their needs. Now, the sad part is there is not a lot you can do, but it is your responsibility to try and make things right. So, while dealing with an angry customer, think that he or she is a boiling kettle of water. And what happens when you touch a boiling kettle of water? You burn your own finger. So, take your time and let the hot kettle cool down. Let's have a look at the reaction of a guest who is frustrated with a failed service.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is my soup so cold? Did I order a cold soup? I have been coming here for the last 5 years and I have never experienced such service before. You are taking your old customers for granted. I'm never going to come back here again and I'm definitely not going to pay for this. Just take it back.
This is an example of failed service. The customer has been provided with a cold soup and he is protesting against the same. How will the steward react to this? We will find that out soon.
Now let's move on to customer service recovery. You have seen how angrily the customer reacted after finding out that his soup is cold.
Now, there's not much you can do about the anger though. But what you can do is to use the right words to turn the customer's frustration into understanding. The customer wants to hear the words like, I care, I understand, you can trust me. Using these words would at least ensure that you are willing to help the customers and that in turn will lessen their anger. To understand it in a better way, let's take the help of a common phrase used in the hospitality industry. Now, customer satisfaction is the prime objective of a hospitality organization. They want their relationship with a certain customer to last. Now, note the word last. Each letter in the word last plays a part in customer recovery. While handling an angry or unsatisfied customer, keep the word last in mind. Let's see the video to understand better.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is my soup so cold? Did I order a cold soup? I have been coming here for the last 5 years and I have never experienced such service before. You are taking your old customers for granted. I'm never going to come back here again, and I'm definitely not going to pay for this. Just take it back.
The first letter L stands for listen. So, listen patiently to the customer's queries. The next word A stands for apologize. So, apologize to the customer immediately.
I am so sorry, ma'am. Let me take care of this, ma'am.
The next letter S stands for solve. So, solve the problem immediately.
Here is your hot soup and garlic bread.
The last letter T stands for thank. So, thank the guest at last.
What is this? We did not order this.
Garlic bread is on the house, sir.
Why?
You are one of our favorite customers.
We thank you for pointing out the mistake in our service. This mistake will not be repeated. Have a good time, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So, this is how you should recover from a failed service. Keep these points in mind while dealing with angry or unsatisfied guests.
With this, we come to the end of this topic. Before moving on, let's do a quick recap.
Service failure is the inability to meet the customer's expectations. An angry customer is like a boiling kettle of water. So let the hot kettle cool down. The customer wants to hear words like, I care, I understand, you can trust me. Customer service recovery can be achieved through the LAST or the LAST model. L for listen, A apologize, S solve, T thank.